I guess I could say 2020 changed a lot of things and changed people, but did it really change people or did it just expose people?
I surround my soul with the positivity. That's why I don't worry about the things that I don't see. Yeah. These days I don't worry about much. I think we should have some more fun. I still dream about the days when we were young. I'll take the hit and still finish and one.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl TJ back with another video, Talks with TJ, aka TJ Two Shoes Change. I hope you guys are having an amazing day whenever you're viewing this. If you're brand new, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. I truly appreciate it. And just listen, you may be filming this probably sands like before my arm is done, so don't be freaked out like, wait, I thought you just said you went and you got a tattoo. I saw a tattoo vlog. Yeah, I understand that. Okay, but I'm filming this prior to that, so thank you for tuning in. Two Shish Crew, always appreciate you. This will be short, I promise. I lie a lot of times and I'm like, this will be a short video. It still ends up being like 10-15 minutes long. No, this will really be short. This will really be short, okay? Because I got things I gotta do, so this will be short. Initially you think like, man, 2020 just changed everything, and maybe you even feel like it changed people, right? Maybe who you interact with, the manner in which you interact with them, it's different now. And I won't lie, there are people I don't associate with whatsoever anymore, and I may have in 2020 or even in 2019, but 2020 specifically, right? And you may think like it just changed people, but a lot of things don't change people. It really just exposes them for more of who they are or their habits or their behavior. And I'm sure you've heard that before, right? Like, oh, money changed somebody or power changed somebody. No, it just really lets you see, listen, it just shined a brighter light on what they were in truth. Like what they were. That was it. That's how I feel. Because some people aren't coming into money or necessarily power. It's just attention, and it still changes who they could be, right? So again, because the attention would not rank higher than money and power. I'm just being real with you. And a lot of times, listen, take the power over the money. If honestly, take that. If Frank taught you nothing in House of Cards, okay, take that. But it turned 2020. So when I say like 2020 changed people, I think we can look at this from 3 different angles. All right. So in terms of financially, I don't think changed. Again, I feel like 2020 might have exposed people to understanding they were not as financially sound or stable as they thought they were, right? You were strutting around and maybe you felt that you were balling, you were on top of it, you had it together. And then in the blink of an eye, because you were at the mercy of an employer or just one stream of income, you were told that, hey, you were no longer needed, no longer essential, we can no longer take care of you. And then what, right? Because the lifestyle then that you portrayed to all of the world is altered. Not that it was any fault of your own, but if you were ever so, what do I want to say? Unaware of where you really stood in terms of net worth or cash reserves, I feel like 2020 exposed you, and hopefully it helped open your eyes to some things to do better, at least for yourself, because you deserve it. And just in terms of outlook, right? Like outlook, and when I say outlook, were you exposed for really not being a grateful or appreciative person? Because you took so many things for granted, even while you were in lockdown, right? Like, listen, I said from the start, I was beyond appreciative and grateful for the life that I've built for myself, because not a thing changed for me. In fact, it improved during this time, and I'm so grateful. Trust me, prayers every day for that. But for some people, even with having a really good life during this time, like, pay attention to what's going on. Read the country, read the world. Do you know how much ungratefulness is out there to think that we still, well, I'm not going to say we, people in this space still get up day after day after day and complain about not being able to get things, right? Not being able to get shoes. Those aren't essential. You have shoes on your feet. You have 200, 300 some shoes in your closet. You have shoes, you have access. So because you didn't get, like, let's say a shoe, 2 shoes, 3 shoes, I don't know, whole thing is ruined. Life as you know it. It's so terrible. How could I endure this, right? That's the first world whining, I guess I would say. Shows a lot of just ungratefulness, right? And that was probably exposed in a lot of other ways too as the year went on, but because you probably did favors for friends and If you didn't do a favor for a friend, maybe, listen, understand this. If favors were not done for some people, they were just taking care of themselves, not going back to the financial thing. Always save your own life, right? Make sure you are putting your own mask on first in a plane that's going down versus your own. But, you deal with that in life. You deal with ungratefulness. You deal with people being unappreciative. But I think just look within yourself and try to figure out, like, have you complained during this time when you can look to the next person or just look on social media and see people that are going through that are far worse off than you are. All right, third, creatively. Creatively, were you really as motivated as what you said you were, right? Like, I want to get up and go in the hustle, right? And you know what? I'll tie this into the sponsor of today's video, SolePremise, because a lot of people want to go places. Now, they say that metaphorically because they want to go places, right? They want to go up in life and status, wherever they are. But that also means sometimes you are on the road to go places, right? Think about how many people want to grow in this space, which usually meant you attended sneaker events, sneaker cons, sneaker freaks, sneaker games, whatever, all the sneaker conventions, okay? You attended those, which meant you had to pack your bag somehow. And normally you guys would actually see SolePremise there. So check out the bags, buy them, use my code, okay? Talks with TJ, save yourself over 30%. But a lot of people want to go places, right? They have ambition. They have these dreams and they have these goals and they express them. They proclaim them. And then when the situation presented itself for you to really show either how much you wanted it, how creative you could be, if you were capable of really pivoting when a lot of hurdles were thrown your way, a lot of people didn't. There was like lack of uniqueness. It was all the same thing. Honestly, it was all the same thing. It was a lot of the same thing that we saw all of 2020. And I think that was maybe the biggest thing of understanding how sustainable is your content through all the ebbs and flows that life could throw at you. Not just what you can control, but more so what you can't control. And I think that says a lot about you as an individual. Do you happen, and I can only liken it to this space, do you happen to be someone that can just show shoes when you have access to them? Or are you someone that can still hold attention beyond that? You have to ask yourself that, because to be a creator means you create no matter what. So this was a time of reflection for everybody, not just everybody. Listen, it was a time of reflection for myself too. But I think it's good to have gone through these things because you have no idea the person you could be or you would be unless you went through them. So again, I don't know that 2020 changed anybody. I just think it might have exposed people for who they were. And then if you want to change it, well, I'm not going to say we automatically have time. Use the time that you have. Time is short. We always assume we have too much time left, right? We have so much time left. Don't do that. If you can look at yourself, look at your behavior, look at things you've done and say, hey, I should probably change that. Just get on and change it. Doesn't hurt. But thank you for tuning into this video. As always, act your age, not your shoe size. Peace out.